Hello, I am Bentham, and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles in the bustling city of Dragonstone, where I've turned around the windmills. I want them to be over open ground and over farms and stuff, so we can look at them from this direction. There will be houses sort of half in the way here in a minute, but it'll be better than having them facing this way, because later on I'm just going to fill this whole thing with piers and build houses in it or something. That's probably a while off yet, but at some point, because it's efficient. It's making maximum use of the space we've got without having to increase like how many defenses we have or anything like that. And now that they're facing that way, I don't feel so bad about putting a couple of granaries around the back here. There we go. And I think that looks quite nice. It's not quite symmetrical because the orchards mess it up. Is there anything I can do about that? I mean, if I remove this one and then just have more farms here, that'd work. But I can't move this one across because that one bit of water that we had to fill in there ruins everything. Okay, so now that we've got these farms operational, or we will in a minute once these things are built because I've deconstructed them again, we can now build 1,000,000 houses. We have so much extra food relative to what we need, and it's right next to where the houses are, like it should have been in the first place, really. I mean, the problem with specialization is that transport time is an issue, and it became a definite issue with this place here. I mean, both these places were struggling because they were both trying to feed this place over here, and it was miles away from both of them. Tried to build this extra bridge to help with it, but overall I think the farms still weren't really running at the full speed that they could. And now they don't need to because this is here. And now this is going to be a bit redundant, unfortunately. It's not going to be able to feed people much. I mean, the market is relatively close to them considering that this is right next to the houses, so they'll still get some use. I guess there'll be a backup food supply more than anything. Which is a shame considering how much food is produced here. I know, we'll see how it goes. It's a shame you can't sort of have people redistribute, like... Let me check this. The granaries. Yeah, they don't have any workers. It'd be nice if... This is a problem with the stockpiles as well, but I wish that stuff was redistributed. I don't know exactly how you'd work out, like, when you should do it, but it would be good if, like, during the year when the harvest is done and currently, like, and all the food is being taken from one granary and not the other, that someone has the job of moving the food from that granary to keep it roughly balanced, so that when the harvest comes, there's actually some space in these granaries for food to be put into. That'd be cool, but it'd be awkward to do and would probably cause problems in other ways. I imagine you'd fall afoul of it in some way that you weren't expecting, but it'd be nice if it was a thing that could happen and that it happened. Anyway, yes, so that's done. We should build a bunch of houses. Let's do it. Literally, I think we can just build all of them. 1, 2, 3. Which way around? That way around. 4. 100 new people. I mean, 16 of them will immediately go into being heads of household. That's weird. New sounds for it. There's people talking. That's weird. They're probably saying gibberish. It's hard to tell. Anyway, yeah, so 100 new people, essentially, which will be awesome, though I might take the opportunity to do a bit of messing about with houses over in this area. Even though I've already remodeled this once, I'm not thinking of doing it again. Or there is something I'm going to check, though. Something important. I need to see if this... Aha. Can I just keep going with that? I can't. Right. Okay, so that is important. You can build walls on top of gates. So here's the thing. As I mentioned before, this particular 2x2 square here is the exact center of the map, and it would be cool if I could build a giant tower in this that stretched as high as I felt like, or well, as high as needed, so that archer towers on top of it could reach the very edges of the map. And one of the towers is on fire for no apparent reason. Somebody sort that, please. Is anyone sorting that? No one's sorting this. Guys, do you have to have free people for this? Oh, someone's put it out, apparently. Were the people in there? Could I not see them? I don't know what happened there. Whatever. Yeah, so, also, I just remembered that these towers here got people manning them that we don't need to be manning them. And currently everyone is busy building the 1,000,000 houses that I've ordered. And the thing is, we've got no one available because they're all farmers. We do have people working on these, so once they finish their job, they'll move over to the houses and it'll get done a bit quicker. I should have just ordered one house first, and then they would have got it done really quick, and then the rest would have been easy. Oh, also, I've realised I need to check something. So, when I built all these, they had range to cover sort of this area here, but not so much these ones down here. So we don't have full coverage here from all the structures. However, the range of the library has been massively increased. It's quite crazy. So we now definitely have coverage with that. And the only thing we actually need to expand out is the tavern and also wells. That they don't really count. They sort of count. Right, we've gone to Viking Attack. I imagine it's the usual 9. It is once again attacking here. Oh, we don't have our soldiers ready. We are not going to be able to train any in the time that we've got, but I'm going to order more anyway. And see how it goes, and these people will attempt to hold the line. And probably fail. Okay, also we don't have anyone free. Thinking about it, this is actually quite a problem. I'm going to shut down all the quarries, as is tradition. All 6 of them, as we now have. And hopefully that will be enough to actually free up some people to man the walls. It's so far not. There we go. We got three people. Okay, so you know what? We've got plenty of tools right now. I'm going to switch off the blacksmiths as well. Oh, they got 5 people each. I swear that used to be 2. This is going to explain why it seemed like I had so fewer people relative to before when I started last episode. Keep sneaking these updates that have all the... Keep changing all the numbers. Taking away all my workers. Trying to have a bunch of spare people so I could do the big build project. And they all keep disappearing into the ether. Or, well, into various other buildings around the kingdom. I'm actually going to unman all these towers along here. Just to get the extra numbers so that we can also man these. Can we get 2 more? Yep, close that one. Open this. We want the front gates to be very well covered because people love attacking this particular area because there's things outside the gates. And I know it's stupid to have things outside the gates and I should just move them in or move the walls out, but I sort of like the look of it. Which is a terrible reason to jeopardize 24 people's lives and many other people's livelihoods and the entire source of all our soldiers. But it looks nice. So, shush. Not changing it. For now. Yeah. Bit of a bug. I think this has become a bigger problem recently. That ships have started landing at the edge of the map. So this is the edge of the map and you can't build anything beyond here. And so they're just stopping there, getting out, walking over the ocean, and then carrying on over land. It's good that these guys are knocking down all these trees, actually, because they're not knocking down enough to, like, eradicate trees here, but it means that trees will grow more elsewhere, because there's this global tree growth thing, where the less trees, like, the less trees there are overall, the more there is a chance of any one tree growing at any one time. And so we want there to be trees being removed here so that they'll carry on growing in other places, and we can make space for them. Oh, there are actually people being trained, but I don't know if we're going to have time to actually go and have them join the army because the enemy approaches. I need to hang back because we need them to have been softened up enough for us before we attack them. Okay, go in. Take them down. You've got arrows on your side. You should be okay. These guys are they're gonna be painful. Just gotta hold the line. You just gotta distract them from firebombing the place. Oh, we're losing people. Actually, no, we still have the 6. Oh, now we don't. Now we're losing people. Let's make sure our general is involved in this. Okay, yeah, everyone's dead. We've got 1 guy left. 1 guy and his sergeant or what? I don't know what rank that guy is. I guess knight, isn't it? A knight and a foot soldier. Okay, the foot soldier's dead. Fall back, knight. There's nothing much you can do now. Fall back and gather more people. Deploy. Go back in. Oh, they've set things on fire now. Not the house. Oh, they always set the house on fire. Oh, we've got more people. Can I just deploy them? I can actually deploy them straight into the fight. Except there's no new people. Just waiting for more to be available, and there aren't any. Probably because they're fighting fires and various other things. I think they're dying. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of fire. He has fallen. But he fought valiantly, and he's protected the citizens of Dragonstone well. Please don't set that on fire. That'll be a real pain if it burns down. That thing's expensive. Is he falling back? Has he stolen somebody? What's he doing? We got him anyway. Is that everyone? I think it is. Oh, one group decided to go home. Why? They managed to steal a peasant. And they're like, yep, we're done. Did anything burn down over here? No. Yeah, we lost a quarry, and another quarry, and the stockpile. So yeah, just all these around here, and it looks like nothing else went down. We at least kept the house this time. That's always a plus. I'm not going to rebuild them there, because back when we built the quarries out there, it was because it was the only option. We've got some quarryable stuff up here now, so we can build it here instead. Need to clear away the trees again. They've regrown. Those are the ones we want to chop, and then we're short by 3. 1. Oh, we can't build there? Oh. Stupid need for roads ruining everything. Need to bring the roads in like 1 square closer. I want to build one there, but I can't because there's a tree. Somebody cut down the tree. How are the build project's going? Is it all going okay? Do they have the stone they need? I'm not sure. We're sort of out of stone. Like entirely. Oh, actually, that one's done. That one is done. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to hold a festival to bring in the people. And maybe we'll have another house built by the time the festival is over, and then we'll get the people for that as well. And then suddenly we'll be drowning in peasants, and all will be good in the world. No one's chopping those down. There's no one available to chop them down. There's no one available to reman the... Well, we can turn off the towers. I sort of forgot about that for a second. That's where everyone is. They're manning these. Everyone leave. Definitely you guys. And then there'll be plenty of people available to finish work on the houses. And then when they finish work on the houses, there'll just be plenty of people available in general. Yep, another one done. You can tell because of the snow. And another one. One more. Can it be done before the festival finishes? 11 more wood to be delivered. Go, go, go. You can do it. I don't know who's delivering it. I'd egg them on if I knew. Just spot somebody carrying wood. There he is. You can do it. Go, go, go. You must, so the festival is not wasted. I want 100 people to turn up at once because it'll be amazing. We need 3 more wood. Oh no, it's there. Yes, we did it. Did it work? It didn't work. 101 new people visited for the festival. I don't think we went up by 100, did we? Oh. Oh, wow. 86 idle, that works. Okay, hold on. There's stuff I need to do before the houses are fully filled, actually. So yeah, they're short on a well, which makes them unhappy. There's no mention of a town. Oh, we go to this edge one here. No charcoal as well. Is there any mention of a lack of tavern? No, it just doesn't mention that there is a tavern. Whereas these ones do. Yep, so we need to do. Well on a tavern. Do need to get the well sorted fairly soon, or it will all burn down and everyone will die. So I should definitely get on with that. But we urgently need some more quarries. Build another one there. Can't quite build that one yet. That has now been cleared, so we can now order. That's not a road. I missed. Road there. Is that enough now to build? Nope. It's not quite done it. It's annoying because I wanted to build like some orchards or something. Actually, there's not quite enough room for that. Whatever we'll build now will probably change later, so let's just build this up to here. Actually, no, hang on, because I could literally see that... Oh, I can't chop that because there's woodcut is working on it. Finish working on it. And then cancel these roads. No, forget it, forget it. Change my mind. Different plan. He's not actually chopping it, he's just stood there. Oh, is it because... Oh, there is room for wood, right? That one's not saying that there isn't. Oh, he's gone. Chop it. What was he even doing? He just stood there. He just stood there with an axe. Now he stood there with an axe. What is he doing? I think he's been drinking on the job. I think that's what's happened. He went to the tavern. That's what I get for building taverns, for listening to the... Oh, we got an attack on its way. Well, we'll deal with it when it happens. It'll probably be a dragon, because we've only just had Vikings. In fact, I think I hear him. Yep. Where is he? Ah, he's a little one. Oh, he's hanging around here. Let's set these up. That's the thing. I mean, we've got so many people. We've got millions of people now. Man all of the towers. And now for the first time ever, I would actually like it if there was a man all towers button. Because we can use it, and it'd work, and we'd still have people spare. There we go, that should definitely cause him some trouble. But he's approaching the ballistas, get those online. Maybe online isn't quite the right term, considering the setting. You better not die on top of one of my towers. That's it, off you go. And he's gone through the floor. The dragons continue to confuse. They don't go through water, they do go through the ground. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know why am I even getting people out of the towers? I don't need to. I've got so many people. Okay, why is that still... it's just... It always does that. It just jumps to the... back to here when the attack's over because the dragon sighting thing forgets to go, I guess. Right. Infinite quarries. All of the quarries. Every quarry that has ever existed. Build them all. That is every quarry I can have on those particular stones. They can get on with that. What was the thing I was going to do? Okay, yeah, so I was going to remodel this. So I need to do that before the houses are fully occupied. Otherwise, we'll end up with homeless people being sad. In fact, this is going to make people quite upset. Because it's going to involve demolishing the church. Only for like 5 seconds, but that still matters. In fact, do we have the stone for it? I should check that. Before I demolish the church, I should make sure we can rebuild a new one. We cannot. Let's just wait till we have 85 stone. So we don't do something really dumb. Oh, come on, guys. We've got 1 million quarries now. Actually, I don't think I've switched them all back on. In fact, I've not even switched on all the blacksmiths. Get these all active. It looks like they're drowning in tools at the moment, so they're not really needed. I'm still going to leave that one unmanned, because... Oh, we're out of armaments, though. Reactivate armament construction. It's redone it now so that it is each individual blacksmith instead of all of them. So that you can sort of fine-tune the ratio of tools to armaments. But we'll actually get them all running, because now they'll be making half as many tools, I guess. I don't know if it actually works that way. Right, hold on. Oh, we're still a bustling city. I was hoping we'd pass a limit, but I imagine that 500 is the next limit, if there is one. There might not be one. Oh crap, we're at the population limit. Well, people are going to get upset about what I'm about to do then. Right, we have the stone now. Demolish, 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 demolish. I think we can leave that one. Actually, we might have been able to leave that one. I have my plan in my head, but I've sort of forgotten half of it. Yeah, the church can now go that way, and once again it will actually have its doors going out onto roads, so that'll be cool. And then... Oh yeah, I did get it right, because now we're going to build a market right there. And we're going to build a well here. So we've got rid of 24 people's housing, so we're down to... We're still above 400, which I think is it's an important milestone, that. So there's going to be catastrophic unhappiness about homelessness soon. So oops. But they'll get over it. Like 100 people will leave, and then they'll realize they overdid it, and then 70 people will come back, and it'll all be fine. I'm going to demolish this here. And I think I'm going to put something there. It's not strictly necessary. I might just leave that actually. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. We've got 1 million people spare, so we might as well get straight on with the project, which is that it's going to start... Okay, well, it's going to start with that one gate there, and then the rest will happen sometime later when I actually have the materials for it. But yeah, the homelessness is going to get pretty bad. It slowly increases as well. It just gets more and more painful. And the problem is that it... Like, the trending towards is dropping quicker than the actual happiness, I think. Actually, no, it's dropping quicker. And so it keeps going down, and it's a while before the happiness actually gets below the threshold for people starting to leave. It begins. And so it completely overdoes it. You end up losing a bunch more people than you're supposed to. That might be deliberate, though, to make sure that you don't end up just getting down to a baseline where... You've still got like 10 homeless people, but that is outdone by the general happiness of people. Trending towards negative numbers now with the amount of happiness, unhappiness even. Still a lot of people homeless. It's up to 70. A 70 debuff on happiness. It seems to stabilize there. There we go now. Suddenly everyone's left at once. And now the happiness is trending up, but it's going to take a while to get there. And in the meantime, more people are going to leave. We are still 3 over our population limit, though. Also, the lack of a church. Actually, there's no one complaining about a lack of a church. That's probably been changed. I imagine that is another thing where the devs listened to feedback and changed how things work. Gonna build another gate here, and you can probably see what I'm doing here. This is the foundation for a giant tower, and because I've got these gates here, I don't have to get rid of the cool main road that we've got, and everything will be fine. In fact, I've decided, gonna get rid of these here. Yeah, because of the change to the range of libraries, I don't need this one anymore. Oh, actually, can I see the guy in here? I could for a second, but I clicked away because I'm dumb. I want to see the dragon's guy. Is he still there? Does that librarian still live there? Is he gone home? I think he's gone home. He's not in the library. He was, but I didn't read him, and then I re-clicked and he's left. I wanted to say goodbye to him. I guess he knew I was going to fire him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there'll be more libraries soon. Actually, there probably won't be. We're sort of good in terms of people right now and house expansion. I'm going to build a couple of towers here. I want to work out what the height is. There we go. See, I think it's 4. So that's 2 there. 3, 4. And then is that level? Yeah, so this itself is 3 high. And yeah, it'll look awkward sticking out like that. So what we'll do is we'll also expand it out in this direction. And we'll do the rest of it later because we need a while to build up the supply of stone again. But yeah, that is the beginnings of our Tower of Doom. That we don't need anymore because we've got so many... Actually, I was going to say we have so many spare people that we can man all the towers, but apparently not. We are running out. We do have all these active at the moment, so I can switch them off again. And we will once again be fine. But yeah, we are doing pretty good right now. Massive amount of expansion. Population is about to once again get over 400. And get back to normal again. Yeah, now the idle number is going up quite significantly because the construction projects are finishing. Let's try and just get it ordered to be 5 tall. So there. There. This one's a bit awkward because it's the... There we go. Those are all going to be 5 tall, and we'll leave it at that for the moment. They'll get on with that nicely. We're just going to keep building that up as time goes on. Eventually, it'll be high enough that we'll be able to put some towers on it that will be able to attack literally anyone, anywhere in the kingdom. And then we'll just have those constantly manned, and it'll make defense really easy, because people will be getting attacked as soon as their boats appear, not just once they're in range of the walls. There's an effect on range, but I think it's relatively minimal. Also, got so many people now, we can really raise an army. In fact, I'm going to just get the work started here. Don't know why I clicked away. There we go. Get them being trained, still can't queue them up. Well, that'll happen at some point if I keep complaining about it, I'm sure. But yeah, we can raise quite the army at this stage, and we'll actually be able to deal with the Vikings when they attack. What was that noise? Was that... Oh, that was him arriving. Gonna hire a second one. But yes, next episode, carry on building that tower. Looks a bit weird at the moment, but I think it'll be fixed once it's a bit taller. We'll raise an army. And I don't know what else we'll do there. I mean, we're pretty good in terms of population. I guess we'll keep going with it or start looking in that direction. That'll take a while, though. The main focus now is lots of cool stuff involving arrows and people with swords and such. Oh, are these gonna... Oh, they're not gonna connect right? That's a shame. Ah, well. Won't matter. We won't be able to see it for the towers. But yes, with that, I should say goodbye. Thank you for watching. And what just burned out? Really? Really, guys? Or whatever. I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.